What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new character tutorial. Although, he isn't really new to the game. He's been in the game for a bit now. But I have been wanting to make a tutorial on this guy for a bit, because this guy is probably one of my favorite casts in the game. I am sorry that I've been gone for a bit. But as I mentioned in the previous video, I had to take a break from the game for a bit because it was just not fun. It was just ceasing to be fun at all. But now I'm back, and I'm bringing you a new character tutorial and guide video with Majuub. Now in this video I will be showing you the usual stamina break setups, basic combos, links. I'll be showing you cancels. I'll be showing you tech, and I will be showing you just all around how I like to play this guy and how I would recommend you play this guy. So without further ado, let's get into the breaks, shall we? Now, I do believe, of course, he has, let's see here, where's the, let's see, recovery is on. Recovery is on. Where's the block status? He needs to be on. Guard from start. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm not used to photo mode, but I had to use photo mode because I do not have editing software, and I can't split both variations of oob into the same video. So, I'm going to have to do it like this for now. But of course, he has the single heavy. Then he has, I do believe, two heavies. Oh no, wait a minute. Hold on. The single heavy does work, but the two heavies might not work because of the rapid bicycle hit combo that he does. Yeah, it doesn't have enough stun. But let's see here, that doesn't work either. That does work, however. And I do believe this can link in a heavy as well. Nope, not quite. Square triangle. That'll link into light. I'll show you that again. Then I do believe two lights. That's square, of course. I do believe also just one light is enough. No, not quite. Three lights will link into light stamina break. Four will also link into a light stamina break. I do believe. Let's see. Five does. Let's see. They get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4 does not link. However, that will link into light. Very heavy kick right there. And then, of course, that second kick will also link. Then he's also got this one here. Nope, wait a minute. Hold on. Wrong one. That is triangle, square, triangle. Sorry, the combo annotations are not going to be on the side of the screen because it's photo mode, but I will do my best to articulate it for you guys, alright? Then he's got this one here. After that, I do believe you can link a heavy as well. Let's try that real quick. Bam, bam, bam. Yep, that link's heavy. Then he's also got this one here, which will link into both a light and heavy stamina break. That's just his full triangle combo. And you got this one here. Although that costs stamina to perform, so I would be careful about that. It will not link a heavy stamina break. It's too slow on startup. And I do believe he has like one more. At the top of the map, I do believe you can land this. Oh, hold on. Not quite at the top of the map. Ah, the angle is a little bit weird. Should be able to get it from here, because it launches them at an angle. Come on now. I know it's possible. There we go. And I do not think that will link a heavy, but I'll try. No, it's too slow. Then he's also got this one here, which is just a variation. And if you want, you can also... He's got very extensive combos that link and just flow very, very solid. He's got some of the best combos in the game in terms of just the overall fluent flow to them. They just flow very well. Let's see here. He's got... You gotta add... You can add a... You can... Right after... Add one square and then go directly into triangle and then triangle again. Boom, boom, boom. And of course that'll land into other stamina breaks as well. That is, I do believe, the last one. Well, of course you can also land, you can also do this. You can also land it after that if you want. And that would actually make this setup if you want, that'll make that setup a little bit easier to perform. Though, like I said, you have to be at the top of the map. Now then, that's the end of the stamina breaks, I do believe. He doesn't have too many. He has a decent amount, but he doesn't have like a ridiculous amount like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta does. That character just has so many stamina breaks. But now that that's over, why don't I just show you what I mean by his combos flowing so well. I showed you like a glimpse of it just a little bit ago, but I'll go ahead and show you probably his longest combo. Boom. 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 You see how solid, you see how well his combos just flow together? I'll do it again. Boom, boom, boom. Very, very simple. All I'm doing is just doing that one in combo that I showed you, then going into square, square, triangle, and then triangle again. He's got very long... He's got very, very long strings. Oh, hold on a sec. Very, very long, but high damaging strings. And if I don't add that square, for some reason, he goes into a light after that if I hit square after I launch them into the air like that. It's a little bit weird, to be honest. Very weird, actually. But you get the idea. And he's got a lot of heavy stuns on his combos too, so if this is more of an advanced technique, but you'll see some top players doing this kind of thing. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm sucking. I'm sucking right now. You know, it's very difficult to do. You gotta hold your stick. Okay. You gotta hold down your circle button as you're dashing and as you're attacking. It's difficult to do, but it's very worth it because you see the damage that I'm doing just by looping that. And because he has paralyzed Ki Blast, he can do stuff like that. Just, he's got some really solid combos, man. That's one of the reasons I like this guy. He's probably one of the most functional DLC characters they've put in the game. Not one of these combos whiff online. Not one. They all connect flawlessly. Including the ones that you would think would constantly whiff online, like this one here. You'd think it wouldn't work, but nope. No, all of his combos work flawlessly online, which is fantastic. I wish more DLC characters were like this. I wish that they would really work on the hitboxes to a lot of other characters like they did for this guy, but unfortunately, a lot of characters don't get this luxury. So that's one of the reasons I love this character. He's got a really solid back hit. It's not ridiculously fast, but it's fairly fast and it has a decent amount of range. He's got some decent super attacks too. Although, Flash Chaser is honestly kind of bad to me. For one, as you can see, if I throw it out neutral, or if I throw it out without knocking you away, it'll knock you away, but I can't cancel to hit you. This wouldn't be an issue if it weren't for the fact that I can't flight cancel. I can't rush in and get you. So it's pointless to do it like that, and charging it is only possible like that, but as you can see right there, it doesn't really connect flawlessly like it should. Now, the way that you use this move is only after knocking your opponent away. All you're going to do is that. Though, The best string to use it here is his square, triangle, triangle. Though, depending on the map, it can be recoverable. I'm using World Tournament Stage right here because of theme, but on a larger map, that will just that secondary flash chaser that you shoot by charging it will just go in and hit them. Now, Dragon Blitz, some people are familiar with how this works. It has several ways that you can use it. On knockbacks, if you flick your stick down, it'll make you teleport directly to them. It's a launcher, so it's a combo extender right here. Boom, boom. And if you flick your stick down after doing it in neutral like this, it'll lead to a heavy knockdown. But that's only if you flick your stick down after that second hit of the neutral. There's a setup right there. There's a very solid combo that you can do with this variation of him. Now the variation over here doesn't have that. This variation has different moves. But this variation here, that's the main way that you're going to want to use Flash Chaser and Dragon Blitz. You're going to want to use it in this way. Very solid damage, very solid combo. And it's fast. It's very fast. Yeah, you see, if they're not going straight forward, if the map is being awkward, it can cause problems. But that's only if the map is causing you issues. Other than that, it flows very well to do that combo that I just did. Now, he's got maximum charge, but nobody really cares about that here. Lightning Impact. Lightning Impact is, some people are aware about how this works. You can either throw it out, or you can spend 1, 2, 3 seconds to charge the entire thing, which is astronomically slow to charge this thing. And if you have full key and you continue to mash the button, it does a lot of damage, but look at how long this takes to charge. That is a just horrible amount of charge time. This isn't even worth using against the CPU because, unfortunately, you're never going to be able to land this. Although it does have one little like fail-safe to it. And I'm going to try to show you right here. Now you see, did you see it? Did you see what just happened to the other oob here? Yeah. What it does do here, it does stun. It will stun them if they're anywhere near you whenever you use this. However, the problem with that is that it pushes them out of the way, for one. But it's almost impossible to land it this way. What I really do wish they would do is have not made it where it makes you jump so high in the air. Though it might be like Sphere of Destruction where they didn't intend it to have those stagger frames. Eh, who knows. But Lightning Impact, if you're going to use it, I would only use it after something like this. But you got a stamina break first, or something like this here. You just go straight into it. That is an unvanishable, by the way. This combo here. This little combo right here will set up an unvanishable lightning impact. And I do believe it also sets up an unvanishable super Kamehameha. Yep. That is an unvanishable. When close to the ground, this heavy sledgehammer combo here hits like a truck and will keep them on the ground for a long time. So it is an unbanishable setup. Now, Brutal Buster here. This move, if you can charge it, or you can just throw it out. I would not recommend ever just throwing it out though, because it doesn't reduce the stamina costs for some reason. And charging it can also be kind of risky, despite the damage it's able to do. Like, it does a crap ton of damage for an evasive. But it's very easy to one-bar vanish this. It's also very easy for somebody to perfect block this if they're at least somewhat competent. So I wouldn't recommend just using this willy-nilly. I would only use this if you're being hit by something like a Justice combination or something. If you're fighting a jerk who's just going to hit you with an unvanishable Justice combination or something like that, that's when you use this. Because if you use it when they're blocking and you fully charge it, it will instantly break their guard. And this Oob has the exact same evasive. He also has lightning impact. And I'll get into this Oob and why he's my preferred variation in a bit. But you've seen just the basics of how you play with this variation of him. Be careful about that. Like I said, if depending on the map that you're playing, it can cause them to be launched at an angle for some reason because the physics are weird in this game. Depending on the map, it can cause them to fly completely the opposite direction of where you're launching them and be able to recover from that. Now, in some circumstances, you can just do that. You can do it without charging the Flash Chaser, which is probably the better option in a map like this. Yeah, that works pretty consistently, and they cannot recover from that. Flash Chaser stuns the crap out of you. So yeah, that'll work perfectly, I think. Now, as for being able to land a Kamehameha after that, I would not recommend it. Right there, it stunned him long enough for it to work, but normally... See? They recovered faster that time. So, what you're always going to want to do after hitting him with a Flash Chaser is go directly into Dragon Blitz. Just very simple stuff right there. Now, like I said, hitting somebody with lightning impact and making it actually stun them is next to impossible with this character. On CACs it can be done with the right setup, but it is completely impossible to do with this guy. Unfortunately, there's just no setup that can be used to do it. Because of the way that he jumps up at an angle to shoot you with it, and it goes so high, the only way I can set this up is if you are standing completely still. But even then, if I fully charge it, as you just saw right there, it pushes you out. See how I pushed him away? The longer you charge it, the more that's the electrical field that he puts over himself will stagger them out of the move. But like I said, this part of the move is kind of pointless. So just keep that in mind, alright? Now that's pretty much it for this variation of him. Now let's go into my preferred variation of him. And the reason that this is the one that I like to play more is because he's just a lot more fun to play, and he is 100% a lot more dangerous. And some of you might be aware of why. Not only is he a little bit, he seems to be just a little bit faster. I don't know if that's just me, but he seems to be just a little bit faster than this variation of Majuub. But it's also because of the fact that just he has a gimmick. He has a gimmick that some of you may or may not be aware of. For one, and some people might say, well, yeah, he's got God Fist, but you can't combo after it. It stuns you there. It's useless. And I'm like, no. This guy can melt you so fast, man. Because of the way he functions, this guy is able to demolish your health bar in seconds. And that's because he has a gimmick where you know how some Xenoverse 2 YouTubers like to make combo videos where they're literally just chaining supers together. Well, this guy, his whole gimmick is that he has modified versions of existing super attacks that flawlessly link into each other. Like I demonstrated just a few minutes, like a couple seconds ago. I'll do it again real quick. Boom, boom. That's one example. But then you've got something like this too. And his Super God Fist is like a Savage Strike. It teleports. And he's got another advanced tech that I'll show you in a bit as well. But he's got the same combo. He's got the same base combos as this Majuub does. Complete with the Paralyzed Blast. But one of the biggest reasons that this God Fist is more fair, but also a lot more dangerous than a regular God Fist, is that this thing actually stacks in damage. It actually buffs the move for you to chain super attacks. That's why it's a combo ender, is that it's meant to be a finishing blow. And I actually could show you this, but unfortunately the display for the damage isn't really something I could have on photo mode. I really do wish they'd add that. Though I guess it would make training mode a bit obsolete, so it makes sense that they don't. Now, it does a little over 2,000 if you do it raw, or if you do it after any basic combo. Doing it after basic combos is not the way to use this move. The way that you use this move is to finish off one of your big chain super combos. You see how much damage that did? After that combo, after doing after chaining Angry Hit into Super Dragon Fist twice, it causes it to do well over 5k in damage. That is ridiculous for a God Fist. That is some stupid damage for this thing to be doing. So you better be glad that he can't combo extend like a normal God Fist can. Because if he could, I'd say he might be one of the more broken characters in the game just because of that feature. But he's also got a little gimmick with his energy charge here. Now some people might just be like, why does he have energy charge? That's so lame. That's so lazy. Why didn't you give him like maximum charge or something? Well, that's because this energy charge actually does not work the exact same. And I'll go ahead and show you that real quick. Where's the key? CPU, health, stamina recovery key. Normal. I'll go ahead and put my key on normal real quick. And use up 2 bars. Now watch this. Look at how much ki that builds up. It's kind of like a burst charge almost. It's a modified version of the move. Just like the rest of his super attacks, it is a modified version of the energy charge skill. Now, if you hold it down, it's slow as molasses, just like regular energy charge, but that quick little burst of ki that you get is actually quite valuable, and the reason for that is what I'm going to show you right here. Hold on, let me get rid of my ki real quick. The reason for that is this. Did you see what I just did right there? Some of you may have seen my combo video, my tech video on this character. But energy charge, after a Super Dragon Fist, after using a Super Dragon Fist, or an Angry Hit, which is what you're normally going to use it for, not only do you get ki, but it also is a cancel. It is another way to extend combos. I'll show you again. You see that? That is really cool that he has that feature. And like I said, after this move, you can also use it to extend. If you want to be really cheeky, you can also combo it into a grab. Yes, the combo did drop, but it's way too fast for them to be able to dodge. His grab also does a lot of damage too, so it's very useful. Now he also, not only does he have that, but I do believe his Brutal Buster works the exact same. Yes, but it does a little bit less damage. Even if I fully charge it, it does do less damage than Majuub's does. But I do believe when he's at low health, when I'm at low health. Now, let's see here. Does this work? Yes, that's how it works. When you're at low health with this guy, Brutal Buster can actually break stamina even when they're not blocking. When fully charged, of course. You have to be fully charged for this to work. but it becomes very dangerous. This is actually why it's a very good thing to use on a Saiyan character, is because of that Zenkai boost you get whenever you're dead. I do believe this Oob also has that. Let me check real quick. Yes, it's also something that he has. It's just a natural part of the move. It's one of its unique features. It can instantly break a person's stamina if they get hit by it when you're near death. Let's get my health back to normal real quick. And my key. Alright. Now, another thing that this Oob has that is unique to him is a superior Innocence Breath. Now, kind of like characters like Caulifla and Kale, who have modified versions of existing super attacks and existing ultimate attacks, Gigantic Meteor works differently on Kale, and Impulse Slash is modified to a superior version on Caulifla. Now, those characters came after this guy, so this guy was the first character that got this treatment. Regular Innocence Breath does not work like this. And this can combo flawlessly because of how fast it comes out. It is a fantastic ultimate attack on this guy. Specifically on this guy. It links from basically everything. And just to show you that I'm not bullshitting, here is the proof. Where's the guard from start? Alright, he's still on guard from start? Good. He has probably one of the most simple unvanishable ultimate setups in the game because of how this works. And if you throw it out, yes, he will go into the animation. It's not like Kale's where you have to land the punch. No, it's just that shockwave that comes out at the beginning is what sets up the breath and makes it connect fully. And it does really good damage too. Like, look at that. And you can do something like this if you wanted to, combo-wise. Now, in order to set up Innocence Breath after that, you're going to want to do Energy Charge. Pretty sick, don't you think? Yeah, this is one of my favorite aspects of him, is that just, yes, he can melt your health bar, but he is not like Blue Gogeta. He's not free, he doesn't have ridiculous movement, he doesn't have ridiculous freaking super attacks, he doesn't have like a Ki Blast Cannon, he doesn't have a counter attack, he doesn't have any of that. He doesn't have a ridiculously overpowered back hit. He doesn't have like, just, his basic combos, yes, they do considerable damage, but it's not to an unfair degree. Now be careful about that, however. Only on this map does this happen, from what I'm aware. But if you do Super Dragon Fist, it can make the angry hit whiff on World Tournament stage for some reason. It's because this map is kind of just a weird anomaly. It's just so many bad hitbox glitches that occur in this freaking map. Because Demps isn't really the best when it comes to technical skill. They're good at making their games look presentable and doing it in a timely manner. That's why Bandai Namco keeps hiring them. It ain't because they're good at their job. It's because they're efficient. But I will give them credit where it's due. They could have just as easily just made this basic... They could have just as easily made this work the exact same way as the normal versions of these attacks, but they went the extra mile and tried to make it at least somewhat new. Yes, it's the same animations, but they work differently. That's worth a little bit of points in my book. Because Dimps has shown that they are quite lazy, so seeing them do this was actually a breath of fresh air. For me personally, it was. But now then, let's get into tech. Now for tech, he has a few. One thing that you can do is this. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. See that back hit setup I just did? Now all I'm doing right there is what I'm doing is I'm holding my X button and I'm quickly pressing my trigger. It is a little bit weird. It is very, very weird, admittedly. But once you get the hang of it, it can set up back hits like that. So you gotta get the angle correct. You gotta get the angle on your stick correct. It can be a little bit difficult. Even I kind of am a novice to this. This is something that a friend of mine showed me a while back, before I took my long hiatus from this game. But it's something. It is an overhead back hit strike setup that you can do. You gotta do it fast though, because he does not have gotcha. See how fast they recover? Yeah, you gotta do this fast. Now then, actually, wait a minute. I forget. This is time. Is this a number I'm gonna set up? I can't remember. No, it is not. Okay, I'm drunk. Not really, but it feels like I'm drunk because I'm a little bit tired. But let's see here. I pretty much showed you all the tech I know with this variation. Pretty much all the tech I know with this variation is just the stuff involving Dragon. Is just the stuff involving Flash Chaser and Dragon Blitz here. But there really isn't, but I wish there was a way to combo into this, but there really just isn't. The most tech that this guy has involves the Paralyzed Blast and the back hit setup that goes here. Now he does have one key slide set up here, and I'll show you that real quick. Ah, hold on. It can be a little bit tricky. It is a little bit tricky, although, oh, hold on a sec. I need to simulate the stamina being broken real quick by putting them on. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Where's the frickin', oh. Wait, hold on. Where's the frickin' recovery? Oh, there it is. Good grief. Hold on a sec. Ah, good. I'm not used to the photo mode layout. Ah, wait a minute. See there? You gotta be very strict with your timing there. You see, you gotta keep them from bouncing back into the key blast. And you can't wait too long, otherwise he'll auto-correct and hit them on the ground. Difficult. Key sliding with this guy is kind of like doing it with Baby or Trunks. It's a little bit difficult. It takes a lot of timing. Even I am not the best at doing it with this guy, because it can be a little bit inconsistent depending on your timing. And sometimes that happens too. The timing is the biggest part about key sliding with this guy that makes it tricky. It's just, if you don't time it right, man, it'll make them bounce, or when you actually go into the slide, the key blast will hit them while they're on the ground, and you don't want that, because that causes all sorts of problems. See? See, it's not easy to do at all. Even I am very bad at doing it with Oob. Because it also is kind of bad because key blast hitboxes are just weird in this game. But you see there, it is possible to key slide with him. There we go. Can do something like that. I have tried finding setups in the past. But it's just not, there's just no launcher that he has. There's no launcher that he has, unfortunately, that can really do anything in regards to landing the stun frames with this move. So there's not really anything you can do other than just this. And this kind of thing here. That's pretty much the only way that you can land lightning impact. That's why I don't like it. I actually prefer Innocence Breath and Super Kamehameha over this ultimate attack. Until it gets a buff, it is not one that I care for, personally. But he does have one setup with Dragon Blitz as well that you can do. And that is a way to boom, 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 boom. Yeah. And if you want to get cheeky, there is one thing that you can do after this. It's very difficult to do, though. And if you want, he can actually go full charge after the back hit. Whenever I do this jump hit check here. Boom, boom. Just a fancy little thing you can do there. Be careful about that. I just thought I'd show you guys that real quick. If you try to shoot a paralyzed Ki Blast after this combo here, you gotta delay it, because if you don't, it'll go right over their freaking body. Basic little combos like that. Careful about that. Do not flick your stick if you want to just go directly into it, because it'll make you teleport, and that will cause the combo to whiff, because that little teleport, though it is instant, it still is slower than just throwing it out. He's got all sorts of setups, though, man. He's unfortunately not as tech heavy as some other characters, but unfortunately he doesn't really have any way to link into this. No matter how fast I do it. That's pretty much the only way you can do it. Right there is by boom, boom. Let's see here. Actually, I do believe that's about it, everybody. He doesn't have that much in terms of tech. Like, he's got a few back hit setups, including one key slide, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's pretty much it for the tech portion of the video, everybody. And that's pretty much the end of the video, actually. Honestly, I forgot how little this guy can do in terms of tech. He's got very little that he can do in that category, but he just excels in everything else. Now, he is not free, he does not have ridiculous movement, and he will rely on key canceling a lot. Because he's only got one cancel, and that is this. This little almost ultra instant Goku combo here is his only cancel. Other than that, he's stiff as crap. So you gotta key cancel a lot in order to move with this guy, unfortunately. That's the one downside about him, is that he does suffer from that. Though not nearly to the extent that some other characters like do. Pycon. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, everybody. If you like the video, why don't you like, share, and maybe subscribe if you were new to the channel. And if you want to see more, leave your suggestions in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on the video. And I thank you all for watching. Just, don't expect Xenoverse videos every day. I am still very much enjoying other games like Elden Ring, but I will be uploading more Xenoverse videos than I was. I will be getting back into the groove because I know the majority of you who watch this channel are here for that content. And I greatly appreciate those who have remained subscribed to me, even though the channel has been lacking in that sort of content lately. I have recently lost quite a few just a decent amount of subscribers. There have been, I think, 10 people that have unsubscribed from me lately, which is saddening, but I understand. I understand. There are many people who probably subscribe to me just for my Xenoverse content video, and I started posting a bunch of Elden Ring content, which people don't really care about, so it makes sense. But anyways, please. Keep enjoying my content, if you can. My commentary is all over the place right now, I swear. I'm sorry. Alright. I'll see you all later, alright? Peace. Damn it, that was cringe.